Good
Good
morning. It's Monday morning.
Monday. Gosh, it's hard to believe the
It
weekend
always
just
comes around pretty quick.
flew past.
And I don't know whether anybody has maybe experienced that overnight weight gain this weekend. Or at any other point for that matter.
Yeah, I mean, people talk about it a lot that, maybe had a takeaway or maybe had a night out and all of a sudden they put on a few pounds and it's like, gosh.
It's just
put
happened
on
overnight.
weight. It's happened overnight and you think, how can that be? What is the point in eating well, exercising and doing all of that good stuff?
And sometimes it's not even a night out and it's not even a takeaway or anything else. You just get up the next day and
Randomly, you step
randomly
on
you-
the scales.
Why? But you step on the scales and you discover that they say horrible things to you.
They tell you you've put on 5 pounds.
Or 2 pounds or a pound or whatever it is. And what we want to say before we get started is relax, because when you put on weight overnight, it is not fat weight. Invariably it is water weight. So let's have a little chat about that, how that happens, why that happens, and why jumping on the scales every day is really not a good idea.
So if you have been eating a wee bit more maybe of carbohydrates, things that have got sugar or salt or that sort of thing, that maybe a wee bit more than usual, that can really lead to you retaining more water, because carbohydrates, sugar and all of those things.
So that's all your pastas, rice, breads, all of that stuff as well. Yes, the sugary stuff and the salty stuff, but all of those things can cause you to retain water. They hold on to water in your body. They say they need the water.
They
it's
hold
just the way it works. We all know that salt.
3 grams or 3 grams of water per gram of carbs. So you're holding on to a lot of water whenever you're eating carbohydrates. So if you've had a wee bit extra, then that can be the thing that's really causing you to retain water.
Another thing, if you haven't slept so well, then when you don't get as much sleep as you should, you're not as well rested, your cortisol levels go up. It's exactly the same as stress. If you are stressed, then your cortisol levels go up. That's a hormone in the body. When that level goes up, it causes you to retain water. So that's another reason, if you're not sleeping so well, you didn't get enough sleep, or you're feeling more stressed, that is a reason why you can be holding on to excess water and finding that the scales tell you dodgy stories in the morning.
Dodgy stories. And sometimes you maybe eat very late at night. You maybe had your dinner very late, unusually, and your body just hasn't had time to process that, and you're randomly weighing more than you would normally do in the morning.
Food is still in your system. It hasn't done all of its thing yet.
It hasn't done its thing. So that can be another reason why you could be weighing a few extra pounds.
Or it could be that you were lifting some weights, or you had a big workout. If your muscles are feeling a little sore, that's a sign of these tiny micro tears in the muscles, and that's how we get stronger. But when it's like inflammation, so your body has to heal that, it has to repair that, and in order to do that, it sends kind of a fluidy, nutritious.
It sends more fluid to your muscles.
That's a better way of saying it.
Fix it all up, yes.
It has all the nutrition in it, it has the fluids, it sends those to the muscles to repair all those little micro tears and
make you stronger.
Make you stronger. But in the meantime, what you can notice is that the scales again are telling you funny stories.
Another one is alcohol.
Nobody wants to hear that one.
Nobody likes to hear it, but whenever you drink alcohol, then your body retains more water as well. So that can be a reason why you might have 1 or 2 extra pounds on the scales.
And then, the other one is obviously monthly cycles, time of month. And, even though we all know that, all women know about that bloated feeling, they know that they've got more fluid, and even so, they still stand on the scales and expect the scales to be nice.
I can't believe anybody stands on the scales at time of month. That would be a disaster. A disaster. So, you're going to be retaining lots more fluid at that time. And so it's definitely not a good idea to be stepping on the scales and expecting them to tell you anything
nice. So, it really is, it is perfectly natural, perfectly normal that your body goes through different phases of fluid retention, of releasing fluid, and therefore along with that your body's weight is fluctuating up and down. And so this is one of the biggest reasons why, you know, we're always saying to the ladies that we're working with, look, please stay off the scales, because we all know when the scales tell us something that we don't want to see, it's very discouraging, it's very downheartening. You might feel like you've been doing everything so well, and then it tells you one of these silly little stories, and you know, that can be the very thing that just has you say, what's the point? You know, if I'm going to try and be good and then the scales tell me this, there is no point in doing this. So, you know.
So remember, there's lots of reasons why you may put on pounds. If it's overnight weight gain, it's not true.
It's not fat gain.
So don't be worrying about those sort of random numbers that the scale spews out at you. If you've been going along nicely, you've been putting in some good work, you've been getting better habits, eating better, moving more, doing all of those things, exercising and making your lifestyle a bit better, then it's highly unlikely that overnight pounds or actual weight gain.
So, you know, just keep working away, do the things consistently, put the scales away. Over time, you'll notice that change in your clothes, you'll notice how you feel. And you know, when we make those lifestyle changes where your energy's better, you start to sleep better, you start to notice your clothes feel a little bit better. That is the thing that shows us the success much more than a little number that tends to discourage more than help us.
Okay, so we are wishing you a fabulous day. The sun is shining here, which is quite unusual for us. So hopefully it's shining for you too, and you have a wonderful day.
Okay, bye for now. Catch up soon.
Bye.